should not follow and watch all kinds of signal updates or video updates sent to you by your brokers. Welcome to a very brand new episode for this video series, Conflict of Interest, right? Where in this series, I'm going to show you some of the dirty secrets that retail broker use to reap money off you. Okay. Now, in the previous videos, I have shown you basically how the brokers make money and how they are releasing different misleading and wrong informations to you, right? So that you can make as much mistake as possible, right? So that by the end of the day, they can categorize you in the A book, right? And trade against you. Now, by now, you should have a very good understanding on the conflict of interest, right? Because you have gone through a lot of things, and you should trying to familiar with the patterns of all kinds of trading influencer outside, right? And why they are providing you with false informations. And actually most of them, they have no idea that they are providing a wrong information to you. Okay, so now in this video, I'm going to talk about a very common strategy that used by brokers to implement and basically advertise their misleading informations to you, right? So this strategy is really using video updates, right? Or signal updates or daily assets updates, right? By the brokers. Okay, so if you have been in the industry, right, for quite some time, you will know that majority of the brokers, right, once you sign up, right, once you open an account and once you deposit real money into the account and start trading, the brokers, they will send you like all kinds of emails, right, or all kinds of YouTube videos, or all kinds of blog and article link, right, that they will show you and they will tell you what is the current market sentiments, right, that they are having, right? They maybe tell you that, okay, the gold is approaching a support or something, or the gold is approaching a resistance, right? And we predict that they will have starting to sell off, right, from the resistance, right? They will provide you with this kind of information, and they will provide you with this kind of daily updates. Now, here's the thing. Most of their daily updates, most of their video updates is really focusing on the very, very short-term thing, right? It's really focusing on the intraday trading, right? It's really focusing on the daily, right, movement, right? This is a very major component in the video updates, right? Because they are first, of course, trying to encourage you to do all kinds of short-term trading, right? And another thing is that they will commonly encourage you to join the webinars, right, or live webinars that they conducted, right, that they will have a quote-unquote professional traders, right, presenting during the webinar, right? They basically pull out charts, right? The pro traders will just pull out the charts, right, and show you all kinds of technical analysis, all kind of technical indicator, right, and tell you that, hey, that pro trader is going to buy or sell a certain asset. Okay, this is a very common strategy, right? Brokers, they will usually rebrand or brand themselves as a pro trader, right? So what they will do is that they will hire some salesman, or they will hire some marketing guy, right, or some presentation guy, right, which they have never traded an asset before, right? So what the brokers do is that they will hire this guy, right, and they will give a brief training on technical analysis, for example, a very brief training, and then they will ask this guy, they will just let this guy to conduct or to record all kind of the video updates, right, based on the technical analysis information, or based on the technical analysis educations provided by the brokers, right? So the brokers will hire a bunch of a salesperson, and train them how to use technical analysis on the chart, and rebrand them, right? Rebrand this sales guy as a professional traders, right? And let them to run a live webinar, or let them to run a to record a tons of daily updates video, right? So what they are trying to do is that they are rebranding themselves as a professional traders, right? So this is very effective, because as soon as a brokers rebrand themselves as a professional traders, retail guy like you'll be very admired, right? You'll be very impressive, and you basically will just follow everything that salesman told you, right? Because he is branded as pro traders, or chief marketing analyst, right? Or chief technical strategist, right? Something like that. Okay, so you will be very, very convinced by what they are doing, right? So that's why you will see a lot of pro traders, quote unquote pro traders, right? Especially in the retail guy who's thinking that they are a pro, right? Just because they have made a few $1,000s, right, from the market using technical analysis, they proclaim themselves as a pro trader. And you realize that pro traders like this, they will often very heavily rely on the chart, right? So for every video that they put out, they usually will have a chart, right? It can be a price chart, or it can be a technical analysis chart. There will always be a chart, but they never really talk about the fundamental thing, right? Because they are not trained in the fundamental analysis area, right? They might know a few, right? They might know an indicator or two, right? They might know something like NFP, or an inflation rates, right? Or the central bank interest rate decision. They might know something like that, but they have no idea how to interpret it, and they have no idea on how to properly analyze those data. Okay, and it's these people that they are basically these are the people that basically they are basically hurting you, right? Because they themselves, first, they have no trading experience, they don't know how the market works, and the second thing is that they are working for the brokers, right? So whatever information released by them, or whatever information that is show in the webinar or show in the video, is really the information provided by the brokers, right? So, and their objective is really trying to divert your attentions from the things that really matter, right? Because by the end of the day, they are not trading with their own money, right? They are not open a trade. They are not going to open their trades, right, on the platform or whatsoever, right? They are not going to trade on behalf of the brokers, right? The only job, the only purpose for them is really to try to get you to open the accounts with the broker, and to really persuade you and convince you that the pro traders are technical traders, right? Which is absolutely not true. Okay, and if you have been in the trading world for quite some time, or you have been into a hedge fund trading desk, right, or you have been into a investment bank prop desk, right, which means that you have been properly trained as a professional trader, you will realize that we never rely on technical analysis alone, right? We will focus on the economic data, and we will scorecard everything, right? So we will analyze a bunch of different economic data and different economic indicators, and we give them a score, right? And from that score, we will have our bias on the markets. Okay, so as a professional traders, the professional approach is really all kinds of data analysis, right? Which is, for most people, is quite boring. Okay, there's there's no secrets, right, in the financial markets, right? Almost every hedge funds, every professional trading desk in the market is using exactly the same approach, right? There might be a slight difference here and there, but most of them, on a daily basis, a pro trader is really just doing all kinds of data analysis, brainstorming, and put up a proper risk management plan and trade plan, right? So it's a very boring process, and nobody talk about this, right? Because from a retail guy perspective, the sexiest, the most attractive, right, the most exciting thing about trading is really looking at all kinds of technical indicators and all kinds of technical analysis, right? So remember, do not believe those chief marketing strategies, right, that are proclaimed by the brokers, right? Brokers will often and very often hire a sales guy or a marketing guy, right? Pretend, right? Give them a title of professional traders, right? Or give them a title of chief marketing analyst, something like that, right? To really fool you, right? And to make you believe that what that guy is doing is really how the professional traders approach, right? So it's just a very commonly used strategy, and it's a very common mistakes that the retail guy will make. Okay, so never trust those guys, right? Never trust those chief marketing strategists, or never trust those pro traders that are working for the brokers, right? Okay, so see you on the next video.